It's Week 7 of the National Football League, and everyone's watching Ramondre Stevenson. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Pats and the Lions, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Oh, dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Lions. So how about that? You want a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week: 22 carries, 131 yards, and also the score.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hooker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down in the yard. Hooker now off play action. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
The numbers on the ground for him. 7 carries, 55 yards.
And only 7 carries in last week's game, and I just don't know how any runner can really get loose and feel like they're into the game with that few carries. You've got to get that number up to around 15.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this will wind up the Lions' first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Love, they go play action now. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Love looking to throw it. He finds his man complete. It's Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Love. As this complete to Woods. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down Detroit.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Herbert powering up the middle. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Herbert will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. It's complete. This is Starks. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Looking to throw. Hooker. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5.
Hooker now, 3rd and long. Now they go screen. It's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Bryce Behringer now. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all. And if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Love. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Patriots take over. On 1st and 10, Hooker. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. This defense for the Patriots, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. That's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Hooker. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing. Hooker. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, second quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it, and often, in order to get maximum out of him. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, let's see, though. You're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was he?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it. 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
On second down, here's Henry. And on the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Lions.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. That one into the hands of Flowers. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
At the 47-yard line.
Love going to keep it on the option. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A sizable gain there of 9 yards, but it's still 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Off play action. Here's Hooker. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Trying to throw again here. Hooker. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
And he probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense on 3 to this point, they could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Love. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Hooker. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here now. Hooker's going to throw it. Completes this one to Starks. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Stanford. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay,
That's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Meanwhile, Hooker's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QB is...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner, because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
And the Lions first down.
Throwing. Love. And it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They begin with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 17-yard line. It's a big run that time by Henry. 43 yards. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the...
I love their approach.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. New England's offense set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. Hooker back to the air. And he comes back with one complete. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Hooker. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also, Tudgeon is a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Hooker now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Hooker. It's complete. This is Starks. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hooker to the air yet again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Patriots. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henry up the middle. Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Love now. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Hooker into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. He's got Otten. Just a gain of a couple there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. Hooker. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get this to the 32.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. 3rd and 5. Love. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
A give left side here for Herbert. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. That is caught. And he is going to have a Lions Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the option, here's Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Yeah, maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
That's going to be caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now out come the Patriots. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing. Hooker. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Hooker to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's Love. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On 1st and 10, Love. A check down here for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Inside handoff, Henry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Pats are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Hooker. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. 3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And a short gain here down to the 22. That stop made by Jack Campbell. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Stevenson. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. They held him in check in the 1st half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the 1st half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the handoff, Stevenson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the gun, it's Hooker. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
147 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry to about the 33-yard line. 2nd and 6. Henry out of the pistol. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So the Patriots now down by 2 touchdowns. 1:47 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's Hooker. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now Hooker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's 3rd and 9. Love looking to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Lions, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get